What's a good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Varner, the owner of SportsBooks.com. Today we are talking about the New York Jets. What an enigma. What are we going to do with these guys? What are these? How are these guys going to improve, or what are they going to do? The Jets are a very, very interesting team to look at. Over 9.5 wins, juiced to the over at minus 160, under 9.5 plus 130. How anyone could give the juice of minus 160 for this team to win 10 games. Now, if you put this on paper and guarantee zero injuries, I could see it. But I don't see how or why anyone would think this team's not going to get hurt, get injured. And I never base anything on injuries. But if you're talking about a full game a full season, are you bleeping kidding me? Anyway, let's look at this team though. We got Aaron Rodgers, of course. Is he focused? We know in July he goes on vacation before he goes on vacation instead of going to practice. Who cares? No one really cares about that type of stuff. If Rodgers does go down at any time, even after 5 weeks, 6 weeks, they do have Tyrod Taylor, which is so much better than Zach Wilson. At least you got someone who can run a little bit back there. Way more proven than a Zach Wilson. So you can hang yourself on that. I mean, does Saleh have the team? He probably is just coaching the defense. I mean, Hackett's there. Rodgers loves him. So the offensive line. Now, the offensive line is Aaron Rodgers. What do I mean? Well, I'll tell you what I mean after we talk about SportsHaveBalls.com. That's the name of my site. When you get your sports pack deal set, college, NFL, you put the college and the NFL together, we're going to give you baseball, basketball, everything else for free through the Super Bowl. So that's the best deal. But if you just like the NFL, sweet, go get that. We got you covered. Whatever works for you. All these videos, all 32 teams up on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel, give some likes, all that stuff you can do for free over there. When you go to sportshaveballs.com and sign up for one of our sports pick packages, make sure while you are there that you check out the money management video, the psychology video. Then you'll see what we are all about. So, with the New York Jets, where were we? With Hackett's there, Tyrod Taylor. So this offensive line is like Aaron Rodgers. Is it good? If healthy, yes. How long? This is such a veteran offensive line. It's solid. It's going to be injury prone, but it is solid. Game one, they should be ready to rock and roll as the injuries start piling up. Now they added Mike Williams, who we know how good Garrett Wilson is. Added Mike Williams as a nice pick. Nice. Puts them together. I like Breece Hall. Breece Hall is a talent, a nice talent out of the backfield. Nice. But really, what was great last year about the Jets? Their defense was really good. For a team that was so bad, especially so bad offensively, this defense is deep. Was solid last year. The defensive line, their pass rush can be elite this year. We know Sauce Gardner can talk, but we also know he can play. So all levels of the defense are solid. They're on a win now because their future is bleak. They got nothing after this. After this year, will they go to a level of a Super Bowl or, let's say everything is healthy and everything goes perfectly for them. They could go to a great level and have the worst comeback down in victories of all time. They could go from 11 to 12 wins down to 2 next year. This is the year. They have to get the job done. You see an injury pop up here or there. You see the veteran offensive line in front of a veteran quarterback. There's a fine line between veteran and old and injuries. So that is going to be the key. If they stay healthy all year somehow on offense, they got a shot they got a shot at this division. They got a shot at making a real run into the playoffs. But I don't see how in August you can bet on this team to win 10 games with all the questions, especially injury questions. I'm not worried about the performance of the players, but if they get nicked up and they're still playing, they're still not going to be as good. Rodgers, not as mobile maybe. He'd rather be on vacation. Is he really invested? Does he want to go into politics? Does he want to be on Jeopardy? It's really difficult to say where his head's at in terms of the Jets. But, if things start going right early, then maybe they'll get something going. They play the AFC South and the NFC West. And then their extra games are Denver, Vikes, and Pittsburgh. That's three of the weakest right there that I've seen in the extra type of games. Sorry, Viking fans. I just don't think it's good. But Denver is gosh darn awful, and the Steelers, I don't have a feeling on them. But you can check us out and see what we have when all 32 teams are up on my YouTube channel. So that's what we got for the Jets. I see no future for the Jets, but this year, can they make a run in the playoffs? Yes, they can. Will they? That's what we'll have to see. You see this team going forward, seeing the steps they're going to take. Maybe an under team, but I haven't really looked enough into that to really think that they're going to be an under team. But playing to this defense with some explosiveness with Mike Williams and Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. You can even line up Breece Hall. I like that. But a veteran/old quarterback behind a veteran/old offensive line gives me pause. So this team could go either way. This team could go to 13 wins. This team could go to 2 wins. If I was a Jet fan, I'd be excited about this year, about nothing going forward. I'm a Raider fan, so I'm in limbo. So at least there's an excitement here for the Jets. And if their offensive line stays healthy most of the year, and Tyrod Taylor has to play a few games, they could still be a competitive bunch that could sneak into the playoffs. All right, that's what we got for the New York Jets. This is a team that is no way am I betting the over-under of wins. If you believe they're going to get hurt again, then the under is a lock and a half. If you don't think they're going to get hurt, maybe an over is possible, but still, juiced to the over 9.5 is minus 160. That's way too rich for my blood, with all the uncertainty of how healthy they can be. So that's what we got for the New York Jets. SportsHeadBalls.com is the name of my site. The earlier you get in with our sports pick packages, that goes all the way to the Super Bowl, through the bowl games in college, the more bets you're going to get. Because why? Because it's August, and there are some weak softer lines out there that we're going to pick off. We'll see you guys in the next video, and let's make money.